Hi guys, today we're going to do a picture of a farm landscape. We're going to do the drawing today, and later on we'll do some painting. That'll come at another day though. Before we get started, I wanted to show you some pictures of some farm landscapes, and then maybe we could have a discussion about those. So here's a picture right here that I found. Notice that it's outside. This one has a picture of the farm, so there's a bunch of buildings there, probably some barns, silos, some trees, even has a nice sky out there. You might even see some of the crops there as well. Right here we have a picture of a barn. We have some crops, sky, trees. In this one we have a fence, and we have a barn, and we have some other stuff going on here too, like sky. And you notice this line right here, this is called a horizon line. That's where the sky and the land meet. We'll have to make sure we put that in our work. This one doesn't have a barn in it, but it does have some hay bales, some round ones, has some sky, and then you see that line right there? That's called the horizon line. That's where the sky and the land meet. So many pictures, many neat pictures here I found of farm landscapes. Let's get started with ours. We're going to start with a barn first of all. And you're going to take that square that I gave you, and you're going to put it right in the middle, and we're going to trace it. After that, I'm going to trace it one more time right next to it. Okay, so you had it right here. You're going to move it to the right. You're going to line it up right here. And you're going to trace three sides now. You don't need to do the middle one because you've already done that. You're going to do here, side there, and then also right here. Okay. So we have two squares right there that we used for tracing. Next, we're going to do the roof. And this is kind of like a 3D barn, so we're going to see the front and the side of it. So I'm going to start here, and I come up from the middle, and I'm going to put a dot right up here. This is going to show the top of my barn. And then next, I'm going to draw a straight line from this corner up and try to hit that dot. And then I try to come and hit that dot again, right here. Okay. If you cover that up, it looks kind of like a house right here, but it also has this side part here. Next, I am going to make a line that comes at the same angle as this one right here. So watch this. And I stop about right there. I want to make sure it's the same height as this one right here. Then I connect the top part all the way over to here. Okay. And you might start to see your barn start to take form now. Next, let's do a door. It's a barn door, so it's going to be a lot larger. I'm going to split it here. And then sometimes in barns, you might even see like a big X in the middle. So I'm going to go from one corner to the next. And to add some little details now, you might want to maybe put some handles on there so they can open and close this barn door. Next, I'm going to give it two windows. These are just going to be square windows. And you might even have a little hay loft up here. So I'm going to put a little line, and I like to do kind of a semicircle, or like a rainbow almost. So come up and down. Next, I'm going to do a silo. So you can do some details later on, but let's do a silo now. Let's see if I can find a picture of a silo. Okay, a silo is right there. As you can see, this one actually has two silos. So they're really tall and they have a dome on the top. And if you want to, you can put this little side part on it there as well. So I'm going to start here. I'm going to go straight up, over, and down. It's like a really big rectangle, a really tall rectangle. On the top, I'm going to round it off, give it a dome. And if you want to, you can add a little extra detail to it to make it look more rounded on the top. And then if you really want to, you could put that detail on the side. You could also put it on the other side if you'd like to. Maybe it's kind of almost like a little ladder, or maybe that's kind of where the corn goes up and down. I'm really not sure what that use is for. Alright, so we have our barn and our silo. Next, we're going to do that horizon line. This is where the sky and the land meet. I'm going to start over on this side, and I'm going to do a wavy line. Just like Iowa has those rolling hills, I'm going to put a wavy line. And then I'm going to come on the other side. If you have some room over here, it's like this line stopped right here. You can't see it because it's not see-through. And then it starts up over here. Okay? Sky is up here, land is down here. Sometimes I even put a couple rows of these wavy lines in here. Just shows some distance. Okay? You got to make that choice though on yours. Next, you could do some clouds. Clouds are kind of fun to do. I'm going to do really big puffy clouds. There's one right there. Maybe this one runs off of the paper. It's like you're making a circle with wavy lines. Go around with wavy lines. Okay? And maybe I even have a few more. Don't overdo the clouds. You don't want to have too many of them. Alright, next, we could do a sun. We could have a little sun peeking behind one of the clouds. Maybe I'll do one right over here. Maybe it's partly sunny and maybe that sun's peeking right there. But again, you don't have to do a sun right there. Next, let's do a fence over here. Maybe a fence in this foreground. This is the front area, so we have a lot of room we can work with. And fences are pretty easy. You're just doing a bunch of rectangles. So I'm going to set my post, figure out how tall they are, and I'm going to make mine a little bit wider so it'll be a little bit easier to paint in later on. You don't want to make it too small because it'll be very difficult to paint. So one. Let's spread them out. Another rectangle here. And again, don't do them too close either, otherwise, again, they'll be really difficult to paint. Okay, I could leave a gate right here. Maybe I'll leave a little bit open so I'll come across over here. And maybe I could fit in one more post right here. So I've set my post. And now I have to do the middle part here. This is going to be a wooden fence, so each one of them I'm going to do 4 lines. So that makes the top one, and then these are going to be horizontal lines. So we got horizontal, horizontal. We got 4 horizontals that connects them. Try to do your fence a little bit bigger. It'll be a little bit easier later on. Okay. This is going to be the gate, so I'm just going to leave it open. This is like the entryway to my barn. You could have yours over here, or you could have it over here. But I'm just going to leave that open right there. Okay. After that, it's really up to you what you do with your farm landscape. You could add crops over here. You could add a tractor over here. You could put animals here. It's really up to you what you add to it. You could even add decorations, a road. You could put pumpkins on there, scarecrows. There's many ideas on what you can add to it. Trees are kind of nice as well, but I really want you to add your own ideas to the rest of your work to make it original. We will be painting it later on, and we will be outlining it with some black crayon. Let me go grab those. You'll just go over top and outline all of these lines. So later on when we paint, it's going to be a little bit easier to see where we're going to paint. All right, good luck on your work, guys.